Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
We are from group 3. Today we want to presentation about coordinate connectors. Here Alfiqri, Nasrul, Hadi, and I'm Apriano Iska. First presentation is to start from Alfiqri.
Okay, coordinate connector. As a basic conjunction, what are included in the coordinate connector? How is it used? There are 5 coordinate connectors in English. They include and, but, or, so, and yet. And in Indonesian and minds and its function is to join two clauses that have the same meaning or have the same position. Example, Johnny is watching a movie and Sandy is reading a novel. So, and is used to join two equivalent clauses and cannot appear at the beginning of a sentence. Its position must always be in the middle of the sentence. But in Indonesian, but means but. But serves to join two clauses that have opposite meanings. Example, Johnny is tall, but Sandy is short. In the example above, it is meant that Johnny is tall while Sandy is short. This means that there is something opposite between Johnny and Sandy. So the but connector is used. Next. Or in Indonesian, or means or. This connector is used to join two clauses that mean choice. Example, Johnny has to cook breakfast or Sandy will do it. The sentence above shows that if Johnny doesn't cook breakfast, then Sandy will do it. So the connector or is used to join test to choice meaning clauses. Next. Yet in Indonesian, yet means but. Its meaning is almost the same as but. Yet is used to connect two clauses that have contradictory meanings, but not really contradictory as shown in but. Example, Johnny is hungry, yet he is not going to eat. Adverb plus connector. An adverb clause is an adverb clause. Adverb in independent clause are useful for answering questions such as how, when, where, and why. Adverb clause function is modifier or explanation for verbs in a sentence. This adverb clause is usually preceded by a subordinate conjunction. Subordinate conjunction is a word of phrase that connect a dependent clause and an independent clause. This word of or phrase shows that the clause has informative value to add an idea to the sentence. It can also indicate a cause and effect relationship. For example, after, because, when, how, and others. Next. Adverb clause formula. Subordinate conjunction plus subject plus verb. Subject is the germ or someone who does the job or verb. The subject answers the question who or what. It can be a pronoun he, she, it. It can be a noun, cat, bird, noun, person, small children, or lady, and it can even be a verb to live, swim, teach. Example of adverb clause: she come home very late, and a dog crosses the street. Subordinate conjunction: most adverb clause come with a subordinate conjunction. This conjunction determines the context of the sentence, which can indicate time, place, condition, intention. Example: time, when, after, before, since, why. Reason, because, since, so. Condition, if, unless. Compression, more than, less than. Next. Okay, next will be a presentation is Apriano Iska.
Okay, I will present this now. Non-clause connectors. What is non-clause? Non-clause is a group of words consisting of a subject and verb, which function as a noun. Therefore, like a noun clause can be used as subject, object, or object of a preposition in English sentence. Although a noun clause has its own subject, and a verb cannot stand alone as a sentence in its usage. Therefore, the role of a noun clause is only as a dependent clause. If it stands alone, the noun clause will become incomplete and meaningless sentence. For example, I'm surprised to know what she had read. In the sentence above, the phrase what she had read is an example of a noun clause used as the object of the sentence. If the noun clause stands alone, it cannot be considered a complete sentence because its sentence structure is incomplete. Despite having a subject and a verb, it will only function as a noun. Non-clause has four characteristics. First is non-clause connectors. Non-clause connectors is a conjunction used to introduce a non-clause. Non-clause connector can also be used to identify whether there is a non-clause in a sentence. There are four non-clause connectors in English. First is what, two, if or whether, three, which questions, what, who, whom, what, when, where, why, and how. And four, question wherever, pronoun, whoever, whatever, whichever, whenever, whenever, and whichever. Three, a non-clause connector cannot stand alone as a complete sentence. Four has five functions as subject, their object, indirect object, the object of the presentation, and subject complement. How to use non-clause? Non-clause marker plus subject plus verb. Example, whom you choose, whoever you want. If they were planning a trip, then it costs $5. Besides, non-clause connector can also function as the subject in the non-clause itself. However, non-clause connectors can also function as the subject. Non-clause connectors that can also function as the subject of the non-clause are only what, whatever, who, whoever, which, and whichever. Example of non-clause. I couldn't care less what happened to him. I will try to do whatever is right. No one knows who wrote that story. Whoever made this cake is real better. You can choose whichever works best for you. It's hard to say which is better. Example of non-clause as subject. Why she wants to marry Andy remains a mystery. What we do willingly is usually easy to understand. Why you have said makes me angry. Examples of non-clause as object, direct and indirect. Show me what you have in your bag. He would never ask her why she was mad at him. We bought what he wanted and called a for. Example of non-clause as object of preposition. Have you seen any fact in what he says? She was curious as to why I was there. My mother is supportive about whatever I do. Adjective clause connectors. Adjective clause connectors refers to a word or a phrase that links an adjective clause with the main clause. This connector is useful in combining two clauses in one sentence and forming a complex sentence. Example of words or phrases commonly used as adjective clause connectors are that, who, which, whom, whose, when, and where. Formula an adjective clause in a sentence. In using an adjective clause in a sentence, you need to memorize the following formulas. Relative pronoun plus subject plus verb. Relative pronoun which, who, that can function as the subject if there is no other object. The position of the adjective clause in an English sentence always follows the noun or pronoun being described. The noun or pronoun in the main clause can function as the subject, object, or subject complement in the sentence. Relative adverb plus subject plus verb. In addition to relative pronouns, there are also relative adverbs when, where, why, that can be committed in using an adjective clause. Relative adverb function to explain or describe nouns as a place, time, or reason. Examples of sentence with adjective clause connectors are first, the book that I bought yesterday is very interesting. Two, the woman who is wearing a red dress is my sister. Three, the car which was parked in front of the house is mine. Four, the doctor whom you met yesterday is very kind. Five, the boy whose bike was stolen is very upset. Six, the time when we arrived was late at night. Seven, the place where we had lunch was very crowded. In the sentence about the words that, who, which, whom, whose, when, and where, function as adjective clause connectors, linking the adjective clause with the main clause in the sentence. The types of adjective clause. There are restrictive and non-restrictive clause. Restrictive clause is an independent and dependent clause that is bound together. Restrictive clause serves to identify the noun being described in a sentence. Restrictive clause in sentence usually use that to clarify or commit the main noun. Example: I prefer to use a smartphone that can capture a great picture. That in the sentence is used to explain the main noun, smartphone, as the main object in the sentence. Non-restrictive clause. In contrast to restrictive, there are also non-restrictive clause. Actually, the existence of non-restrictive clause is not really necessary because it only serves as additional information in explaining the main noun in the object. Non-restrictive clause usually use commas to proceed the relative pronoun. Example: Michael, whose mom passed away 6 years ago, developed his business overseas. The phrase whose mom passed away 6 years ago does not affect the overall meaning of the sentence above. If the phrase is removed, the sentence can still stand and be fully understood. Examples of adjective clause sentence. First, people who are smart follow the rules. Two, I can remember the time when cell phones didn't exist. Three, Charlie has a friend whose daughter lives in China. Four, the reason why Sandra went to law school is that she didn't want to be a doctor. Five, she is a woman who works hard to support her only child. Six, the man who we saw last night is my uncle. Seven, the blue short-haired woman whose bike had a flat tire works as a waiter or Wendy's. 8. I still remember the day when you fall asleep in the office meeting room. And 9. This is the reason why she left you for another room. Okay, thank you so much. That's all for